need to keep watching this thing over and over. It's about paying attention. I don't know if you have been trading, if you're a trader, you notice that on days you pay attention to the chart, this is a chart, you seem to make on days I'm talking from my personal experience, and I've also seen so many people also say the same thing, that on the days they stay with the chart and they probably they mute their phone and they shut out every distraction, you seem to see idea popping in your head about how to place trades, and then you seem to make more money for that day. On that days I say I just want to let me do some short-term trading today, I'll put my phone on silence. I won't answer any chat. If you sometimes you check my WhatsApp chats, fear will catch you because I'm always having a lot, sometimes over 100 chats I have not even checked. So on days that I don't allow stuff like that to distract me, I seem to make more money when it comes to trading. And I've like I said, I've listened to other people too, you know, that also say the same thing. So there's nothing to trading other than paying attention. For example, let me show you this chart. I'm still gonna okay. Look at what happened here. Um, I hope you guys can hear me and you can see my screen. Please, if you can hear me, I can see my screen. Can I see you raise your hand? Please, I don't want it to be like I'm talking to myself. Okay, thank you. Now, if you look at this screen, this chart, you will notice that on this day where there was a hammer, if you pay attention to this chart, from what I've taught you in the video, you know that this hammer is signifying a reversal. You notice that this hammer is signifying a reversal if you have paid attention. But if you are too occupied and you didn't pay attention, you will not see it probably after 2 days. And when you come back after 2 days, you notice that price has gone up a bit. You will not enter well. Might not seem to enter well. There was a day I placed a buy order for Bitcoin in the group. I don't know, it was around this area. I placed a buy order. I was just online, I was just checking the chart and I saw this big hammer. And I said, guys, buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin if you want to buy. If you have money to just buy, Bitcoin is going to go up. It was around this area. And the price, at the end of the day, at the close of the market for that day, price has gone here. I bought some and I sold around this area. Price has gone because you notice that for the past few weeks, Bitcoin has been ranging. We just been doing some ranging. Okay. So I entered the market around there and then I followed it up here and then I closed. So it has dipped again and it seems to be going back up. There's another hammer here. If you are following the market, you see another hammer. There's another hammer that tells you that okay, market is like if you are bought around there to move up. Okay, before we come to the issue of hammer, let's talk about the small things first. So basically, this is our standard. This is what we are using as our standard. Binance. If you understand how to place trade on Binance or probably on Bittrex, on any exchange, you will understand how to place trade. It's the same thing. If you look at Binance seems to have changed their trading platform. I don't know if anybody has noticed. Has anybody noticed? You can just raise your hand. If you have noticed that Binance have changed their platform, their trading platform, especially okay, I can see one too. They have changed it. If you are logging and then you see where they wrote old websites. I don't always trade on the phone, so I don't know whether they say this on the app. But on the laptop, if you are trading on a laptop, you see where they wrote old websites. If you click on this old website, it will take you to the old platform, the way the old platform used to look like. This is the way the old platform used to look like. This is how the old platform used to look like. This is the way it used to look like, the old platform. So if I scroll down now, you see that the old platform, is the one is the one that we used the last time to place an order to I'm trying to look for the right word, to place this is a platform that we were using before, that was using to explain how to place a trade. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and start from the beginning, because I noticed that a lot of people doesn't understand some some little things. So I'm going to start from the beginning. Let's say you open a Binance account. This is what, when you log in, this is the first thing you are going to see. This is the very first thing you are going to see, right? So what you want to do is there are different ways is to put money in your Binance wallet. That's the first thing you want to do. And there are different ways you can do it. You see where they wrote buy crypto. This place they wrote buy crypto. You can come here and click on the wrote credit or debit card. You click on it. You can use your bank card. You can use your bank card to use Naira to credit, to buy Bitcoin. So you are going to write the amount you want to credit. Let's say I want to do $1,000, okay? And then I'm crediting Bitcoin. This is BTC. So if I click, so you scroll down. You scroll down and click on buy BTC as where my cursor is. When I click buy BTC, it takes me to, it's already saying I'm paying with this card. If I want to change what I want to pay with, I can click on it like this. I think it was supposed, okay, there's no drop down menu. Okay, I want to pay with my bank card, my ATM card. So I think they only accept Visa and MasterCard, okay? So you can see Visa logo and Master logo, any of the two. So if I click on buy BTC, okay, you can see that because it's my account, it's already on my name, okay? So I'll enter my card number, I'll enter the date, the CV, VV, the address, the postal code, the city, the country, and I'll click on pay now, okay? So as soon as it goes through, they credit you with Bitcoin. You see Bitcoin in your wallet, okay? This is one way you can do it. You can put money in your Binance account. Another way is P2P. We call it P2P. P2P is buying from people, but just that this one is always more expensive. You are buying from people that are marketing on Binance. Binance just introduced this one like about a couple of months ago, say about 5-6 months ago. It's like if you have ever used Paxful before, peer-to-peer, where buyers and sellers are on the platform, okay? So it's the same thing. There are sellers and buyers there, and you can choose who you want to buy from. Okay, and then you can see they always have rankings. All these sellers, they always have rank. This one has $98. You see, I don't know what this thing means because I don't use it. And then you see their mode of payment. They accept bank transfer, like this one is telling bank. Okay, so this is another way. Okay, but just that this one is more expensive. I've noticed that peer-to-peer are always more expensive. You see, I want to buy. If you want to sell, you click here. I want to sell. Same thing, you sell. You sell to them and they credit you. They credit you Naira. So that's for P2P, right? The last one is third-party payment. Okay, I click on that one. This one, I think this is the one you do bank transfer to them. This one is the one you should do. You actually have to do bank transfer, if I'm not mistaken. No, okay. This one is you use top payment, Simplex, Coiner. You can use top payment, all this payment method to buy Bitcoin. Okay, you can say, okay, you want to buy $100 or so. So you will receive. You see, you buy this, you receive this. Okay, so that is that about ways you can credit your. Those are the 3 ways you can credit your wallet. By the time you pick any of this method and you credit this wallet, you will by the time you go to your wallet, you see where now you don't want to come, then they will send you a mail. Binance will now send you a mail that your wallet has been confirmed, has been credited with Bitcoin. Okay, after they have confirmed your payment. Okay, so by the time you got that mail, and then you now want to see where is my Bitcoin, the one I paid for. You will see when you come to where they wrote wallet. You see where they wrote wallet. You click on support wallet. Where my cursor is, you click on support wallet. So once you click on support wallet, then you will look for Bitcoin. Okay, You want to search, look for Bitcoin, look for Bitcoin. Let's say I pick Bitcoin. Then you see your Bitcoin, then you see if you have money there, you see money here. I don't think I've sold out more of my Bitcoins. I used to buy coins. So you see, I don't really have any money on my Bitcoin, but if I have money there, I'll see it here. So any method you pick from here, you will once they credit you see your wallet. Now that is one side of crediting your wallet. Now the other side is sometimes some people, I've seen a lot of people that they chatted me up, they call me that they're having issues with their bank card or one thing, they can't do this, they can't do that. If you don't want to go through the stress of using your bank card, you can just contact me, pay Naira. Some people have been contacting me. You can register on my website, place order and pay to our Naira account. They will credit you Bitcoin. And all you need to do is to get your Bitcoin wallet from Binance. Okay, if you want to do that, if you are planning to do that, you want to get your Bitcoin wallet from Binance. Okay, so what you want to do is once you log in and you come to this where you click on Spot Wallet, don't forget you click on Spot Wallet. And then you're trying to search for Bitcoin. So don't forget it's Bitcoin you want to credit, because most times it's Bitcoin we use to buy, if not every time. So you see where the rule search coin. So you type Bitcoin like I did last time. So you once you click it, it's going to bring Bitcoin. It's going to bring Bitcoin. Then you click on deposit. See where deposit is. If it's withdrawal you want to make, you click on withdrawal and then you follow it step by step. So if deposit, you click on deposit. So once you click on deposit, this page is going to open. You see another page has opened. So you come here. So this is the Bitcoin wallet you are going to give somebody, or this is your wallet address that you are going to probably want to buy on my website. This is a wallet address you are going to place on that website, or you send it to me probably after you have made payment or something. You can send it to me on WhatsApp, then I'll copy it and credit you. You just copy it. You see where there's copy symbol, you just click it and copy, and then you send it to place it on my website after you have made payment, or you send it to whoever, probably somebody you want to buy from, or somebody that promised you Bitcoin or whatever. You send it to person, so they credit you. So once they credit you, you see your balance. You see where the total balance, it will change. You tell you the amount of Bitcoin you have. So that is the first step in using this platform. You are just you are crediting your account, because if you don't have money in your account, you can't buy any coin. Okay, so basically that's just the first step. Now, having done that, let's say you have not bought coin, you have not bought Bitcoin. Now you want to start trading. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to come here. You see where the rule spots. You want to do buy and sell. You see where the rule spots. Now I'll explain what all these things mean. Let's take it one by one. If you put your cursor on where the rule spots, if you click on basic, I've explained this before, but I'll explain it again in the previous videos, but I'll explain it again. So when you click on basic, it brings you to this page. Now it will tell you that you want to convert Bitcoin to Binance. You can see that it will give you different. You see all the coins. Anything you want to do, you see all the coins. Even if it's Binance, you want to pick, even if it's whatever you want to, even if it's Ethereum. But on this side, let's use Bitcoin for example. Let's say you have Bitcoin. Now you're trying to buy another coin. Let's say you want to buy Binance. Now it's going to tell you that, okay, see what I have available now. It's very small. So let me click on it. It says minimum. So this is very small. I can't use this one. So let's just assume that I have like $100 in my Bitcoin wallet. So it's now going to ask you that, okay, you want to buy Binance. Then if I click on preview conversion, what happens is that automatically I get credited with Binance. After I click preview conversion, when I now click preview conversion, it takes me to another page where I will confirm this conversion. I'm trying to swap Bitcoin to get Binance. I can swap Bitcoin to get ETH. I can swap Bitcoin to get BUSD, which is a stable coin. I can swap Bitcoin to get Ethereum. You know, all the coins are Dash, Zeg, Lycon, Tron, you know, just mention it. So I can swap it to get any of this. Okay. It is, and this one is always very instant. It's always instant. But the disadvantage of using this method is that you don't get to set your price. I think I've explained this in previous video. You don't. It's Bitcoin that set. Sorry, it's Binance that set their price for you. You know, it's just like you go to. I've used this example many times. I use it again. You go to ShopRite and you want to go and buy stuff, or you go to Walmart and you want to go and buy stuff. Once you enter the store, you whatever you want to buy, the all the objects on the counter you know, already have a price tag, so you cannot price it. So if you pick up, say a pair of shoe, you know, in any of the store that I just mentioned, once you get to the teller where you're going to pay, that's the amount on that shoe is what you're paying. You can't say, I picked this thing for $100. Madam, can I pay $50? No. They will tell you, did you see the price tag? It's a price tag. So you cannot, there's no bargain. You cannot start bargaining price. No, you pay. It's the same thing. This like you're buying a coin in ShopRite, or you're buying an object at ShopRite. Whatever price tag that object have on their stand is what you are going to pay. You cannot bargain it further down. You get what I'm saying? So now the second method, which is what I've been which is what me I've been using and I've been teaching everybody, and which is the best method, is once you log in and you have Bitcoin already, you go to Classic. You see where the word Classic, eh? So you click on it. So once you click on it, it opens. This place open. Okay. Now this option, this other place of buying assets, of buying coin or whatever you want to buy is what I call open markets. An open market. So this part is an open market. Like you go to Yaba, like you go to Igbo, like you go to Ojelegba, you go to Ikotun, you go to Shodi, you go to Lagos Island, you know. That's what this aspect of buying an asset or a crypto is. Now, the difference between Ojelegba and ShopRite is you can go to Ifeanyi market, you can enter Ifeanyi shop, the same product, let's say a pair of shoes, the same shoe that Ifeanyi tell you or Emeka tells you price is 2,500 naira. That same shoe, that same quality, same manufacturer, nothing different. The same shoe, the same thing. You can say, okay, Emeka, I'm coming. Let me check Ifeanyi shop. You know, as our ladies are now. I don't know if you have ever followed your mom to the market. When we were growing up, that day, those days, if my mom say follow me to the market, I'm always sad. My brother, they'll be laughing. So any of you that they choose that day, you know that I'm going to spend a lot of time in the market because they'll keep bargaining. So this is like Ojuelegba. This place is like Ojuelegba, this side. Because what you have there is an open market where you now enter Ifeanyi shop. Ifeanyi say, Oga, this shoe, I lie, some be lie. I bought it from China. The last price I bought it is 2,500. That's what Emeka will tell you. So you now say, okay, I'm coming. So you now leave Emeka's shop. You now go to Chinedu's shop. You enter Chinedu's shop. The same shoe, the same quality, the same manufacturer. Nothing different though. It's not a fake. The same thing. The same supplier that supply Emeka is the same person that supply Chinedu, right? The same thing. So you now enter Chinedu market, Chinedu store. Chinedu now tells you, this shoe, okay, bring 2,000 naira. Don't forget the same shoe with the same thing, oh. The same thing with this place. The same thing with this spot. And then this is spot you can get good bargain for coins at a rock bottom price. In fact, there was a day I wanted to place, I think two weeks ago or so, I wanted to place an order for a coin. and then mistakenly I placed another. It has even happened to me severally, but the one I remember, I'm going to talk about two. So you can see that before I continue with that story, you can see that price here is changing. It's not stable. Unlike the other parts, let me go back up. Let me go and show you the other part I was talking about. The one we talk about in the beginning, before I come here. This place, when you put your cursor on sports, on basic, you don't have price change. You can see that you can't see anything. You cannot see anything. You can just swap. You are swapping one coin to another, and it's the system that set the price for you. So whatever price they give is what you are going to buy. You cannot bargain the price. Okay. So let's go back to the open market. So I was talking about a story, something that happened to me like 2 weeks ago on this platform. So I wanted to buy a coin. So somehow, probably an oversight, I think I was doing so many things at the same time. So I set the price, lower than the market price by $50. It was lower than the market price. I think it was Ethereum I wanted to buy or something. I can't remember. But the price of that market was a bit high on that particular coin. So I set the price at lower than $50 on this picking a price, and I just set it and I left. So by the time I came back, I noticed that the order has filled, that I already have some that order has filled. And when I went to check the time at the order I filled, on the general market, on the cryptocurrency market, everywhere, even on coin market price cap website, or coin market cap website, price didn't even come close to the price I bought. I mean, price did not come there at all. The difference was too much. I was like, what's going on? Then I realized that I placed that order at this open market. And truly, that means I bought at a bargain price, at a very good price. Imagine Bitcoin is selling for 9,190 right now. Let's go. Let me show you Bitcoin price. So Bitcoin price is 9,190. If you can see where I put my cursor, So imagine I'm trying to buy Bitcoin and I now place my price at $9,150. I didn't know. It was an oversight. And market now took me. I was able to buy. So even though price is at 9,190 globally, everywhere in the world, this is the price. But I can buy at a price lower than this. Do you know why? Because this is an open market. Number one, that example I gave you, Chinedu and Emeka say price this, madam, I'm very sorry. The price I'm even giving you is wholesale price. It's 2,500. But Chinedu sold that same shoe, same quality, same size, same color, same material, everything. Sold it for you at 2,000 naira. And then you'll be wondering what happened. It's very simple. Chinedu might have, for that day, probably he has a pressing need. Probably the guy has a pressing, although the price of that shoe really in the whole of the market, too true. Like I want to use Yoruba, is actually 2,500. It's not as if they make a lie to you. That's actually the price in the market. But because Chinedu has a pressing need for that day, probably his son or his daughter is back from school and they're like, daddy, our exam is tomorrow in school. And they say if I don't pay my school fees, I'll not sit for that exam. So, that's a pressing need, and that's a legal need. Let me use that word. So he's looking for a way to raise money for his son or for his daughter. So what he wants to do is he wants to quickly, he's looking for somebody that will bring money and say, he say, customer, please, I don't mind, whatever price, just bring it, don't worry, just bring that money. Yeah, take. Though he knows he's selling at a loss, but because he has a pressing need, he will say, don't worry, okay, take, don't worry. So that he can sort out his pressing need. So he will sell. So the same thing with this market. It's an open market. Okay. So an open market that people have pressing needs. Okay. I'll explain what this part means. I'm explaining this thing like I'm explaining to new people. Although I know there are some old people, and I know that the more you listen to, you attend classes like this, the better you become. So this is an open market. So you can see price now. These guys are quoting 9,000. You can see that it's changing, it's not stable. See this guy now, he wants to sell at 9,190. See this person wants to sell at 9,189 point something. Although the price is still 189.6, but this person is quoting 9,190. Can you see? So these are sellers. These red ones. Anytime you log into any exchange, either is crypto.com, either is Bittrex, whatever the exchange, either is KuCoin, whatever the name of the exchange. Anytime you see the red, red figures like this, these are the sellers. Or you call them, or in some exchange, you see the right ask. Okay, they are the seller. No, the right bid. They are the bidders. These are the people that are bidding. They want to sell, so they are telling you, okay, bring this price, bring this price. If I scroll down now, you see the buyers. They're always in green. These are the buyers. Or you call them, in some exchange, you see the road ask. They are the one that are asking. Sorry, they are the one that are bidding. Sorry, they are the bidders. Sorry, these are the sellers are the one that are actually using ask. So you see ask, you see bid. Okay. So these are actually the buyers. They are bidding for price. So you see that the prices at the buyer end is lower. See that, and the prices are not stable too. 9,189. You can see that this one is 9,000. If I come down, this one is 9,188.57. So it's not stable. So this is and there are two ways you can use this. I'm going to explain how you can use all this stuff. There are two ways you can use them. The number one way is you want to you can either buy at market price. When I'm buying a coin at market price, what I always do is I look at the market price. This is the market price, $9,188 for one Bitcoin. Okay, then I will scroll down and come and look for the cheapest one. So I'll scroll down and look for, this one is quoting 9,188. It's close to this price. So in some cases, you can see 9,187, 9,186, So I'll just pick it. If you click on it now, let's come down. You can see that you are seeing they've already picked price for me, 9,194. Okay. So if I click on, let's say I click on this one now, you can see that it has changed. It has changed. So let me say I want to buy some Bitcoin at 9,191. You can see that it's going up 9,192. So let's say I'm buying $100. Okay. Let's say I'm buying $100. I click on buy BTC. So price has actually left that place. So it's going to be an open order. Can you see? Price has not come to 9,190 something. So that's why it didn't take me in. If you are taking me in, you see that the value of my BTC on the right hand side will change. So let's say, let me cancel it. I'm going to cancel it. So you see that I cancel it. I hope you guys are following and you can see my screen. Please let me know if you can just raise your hands so I can see you. If you can hear me, you are seeing the screen and you are following. Okay, good. If you have any question, please note it down. So I'll take questions after the class. Okay, thank you. So so you can see that I just canceled that order. So let's say I want to go back in. I want to buy at market price. If I want to buy at market price, I'll pick price here. I'll pick the price, and I'm doing $100. Okay, I'm doing $100. I picked 9,000. If I click buy, okay, can you see? You see filled. Can you see that it has filled? You can see you see that this place was showing zero before. Now it has filled. I have $100 here now. This part on BTC. So if I scroll down now, you see that you don't see any open order because now that order has filled. So there's no open order. So you now see my order history, 24-hour order history. You see that BTC USDT is bye. This is the price at which I bought, 9,189.55. You see that the route executed for this one. That means I was able to buy. You remember I canceled this one. If you go this way, you see that this is cancelled and this is written as filled. Okay. I want to believe you guys understand, up to this point. So this is written as filled, meaning that I was able to buy that coin at this price. So it's filled. So I canceled it. I canceled this other one. Now that is one method. Let's now say I want to quote a price. For example, I've done my analysis and I feel Bitcoin will crash. So I now want to quote a price. Okay. I can now say, okay, I'll come here and say, okay, I want to spend 50% of my equity, which is $900, this spot. I'll say, okay, 50%. Okay. You can see that it's $450. So I'll change the price. I want to change the price. You see where my cursor is, where the root price. So I want to change. I don't want to use markets. I don't want to buy at market price, or I don't want to pick price from here. I believe this coin is still going to come down. Let's say I'm in a hurry and I want to go out. We probably are going to work. Probably there are times that I place an order on the group. Probably and then you want to enter at a very good price. You can come to your platform and quote a price. Any price you want at all, you can quote it. So let's say I believe Bitcoin will crash. Okay. And probably to come to 9,000 per dollar. So what I'll just do, I'll just say, okay, this is 9,000. I'll write 9,000 there. That means I want to buy at 9,000. So I want to buy Bitcoin at 9,000 per one. And then I'm spending 50%. So I'll just click buy. So it's going to create an open order for me. Can you see the order? Guys, can you see my screen? Can you see this open order? Where they wrote open order? Okay. You can see, let me know. Let me just raise your hand and let me see. This is an open order. Okay, thank you. I can see two people. So this is an open order I just placed. So it will be like that. I can shut down my laptop and go out. So when price comes here, when price comes to down 9,000, it takes me out. You see that this place will be, when I come back later in the day, you see that I'll see that it's filled like this one. And if price doesn't come to $9,000 per Bitcoin, it will be there. Even if it's 1,000 here, it will be there. It will be like this for as long as possible. As long as price doesn't come to 9,000. As long as price does not come to 9,000, it will be there as 9,000. So, but the moment the price of Bitcoin comes to 9,000, it takes me out. This order will become executed, and then you will not see anything at the open order. So that's for placing limit order. We also call it limit order, buy limit. You see that it's writing limit and a buy limit. We call it buy limit. I'm saying that, okay, when price gets to 9,000, the price right now is $9,186 per Bitcoin. And I'll say, okay, Bitcoin is going to crash. So when price gets to 9,000, takes me, buy for me. So it's automated. I already set it up. I don't need to sit on my laptop and watch it. I can set it up like that. Then when price gets there, it's automatically buys that coin for me, and then I'm out. Okay. So that is how to do buy, and buy and sell and all that. So now another place I used to notice that a lot of people used to have issues when you tell them buy a particular coin is on this side of the platform, this side where my cursor is, the right hand side. The margin side is when you are trading with margin, okay, which I have not started, which I said I don't want to teach this class. It's beyond the scope of this class, okay. We are not doing ETF, okay. But if you want to trade in Binance market, let's say you have a particular coin you have bought and you want to convert it to Binance, what you need to do is to click here. You see where they wrote BNB, you click on Binance. Then you notice that every pair of coins that you see here has Binance as a base currency. We call it the base currency. The currency on the right hand side. So Binance is the base currency. What that means is that anything you are doing, you are using Binance. You are either using Binance to buy. You have Binance and you want to buy other ADA. You are using Binance to buy ADA, or you are using ADA to buy Binance. Let me explain what that means. In the previous video, if you've seen that video, I explained what these tools, if you see a symbol like this in trading, what it means is that while you are buying a currency, you are selling another currency. For example, your elder brother, probably in US, or your cousin or your dad send you money from US. Probably send you $100. And then you go to Aboki in the Keja or anywhere in Agege. They are Aboki in Agege too. So you go to an Aboki in the Keja and say, I want to sell my dollar. I need Naira. Because you can't spend dollar in Nigeria, right? So when you get to them, they will say, okay, Oga, price is 450. Oh. That means $1 is 450 Naira. So your $100 is 45,000 Naira. So you say, okay, I'm ready to do transaction. So you hand over $100 to them, and then they in return they will now hand over Naira equivalent of that 100 Naira. Let's say of that $100. Like I say, let's say price is 450. They will now hand over 45,000 Naira to you. What that actually means at that spot, what you have done is, the moment you are selling the dollar, you are selling dollar to the Aboki. At that moment, you are also buying Naira from him. That's what you are doing. So in trading currency, in trading generally, you cannot buy a coin or sell a currency without buying another. That's the way it is. You cannot whatever you are doing for a currency or for any commodity or currency is simultaneously is actually a simultaneous action. You get what I'm saying? It's actually like this one you are buying or this one you are selling. The moment, let's say you want to exchange your ADA to BNB, like it's just like what I just did. I have USDT. Okay, I have USDT, and then I wanted to buy Bitcoin. So what I've done is I'm exchanging my USDT for Bitcoin, but at the same time, at the same time I'm buying Bitcoin, I'm selling USDT. I hope I'm communicating, guys. If you understand what I just said, just let me see your hand. It's a very simple thing, but it can be complicated. So people just make it complicated for no reason. You don't need to. It's simple. It's simple stuff. You get. It's a very simple stuff. Could be testing. Thank God you're in the class. So it's a simple stuff. So the moment you are buying a currency, you are selling another currency. Okay. The moment you are giving that Aboki that $100, you are selling that $100 to him. At the same time, you are buying Naira. It happens at the same time. There's no this thing. It's the same. It happens simultaneously. Okay. So having said that, if you have, but if it's Bitcoin you have, which is the currency that we are all using, which is the coin that we are using to buy. Once you log into this place, make sure this place is on Bitcoin. Just click it. See that everything has changed to Bitcoin. If it's if it's other alts you want to do, the ETH, see that everything will change to ETH. TRX, everything changed to TRX. Those pairs, XRP. Okay, just this or that. So if it's fiat you want to use, this fiat is paper money. There's a lot, or we call it stable coin. Okay, you see USDT, BUD, BET, all these stable coins. So you can pick it. You can pick this one now. You see that everything has changed to USDT. So, but meanwhile, it's Bitcoin we are using. So I'll click on Bitcoin. So I've established 3 things now. The first thing is how you can credit your Binance wallet, because you need to credit it before you can start buying these coins. Okay. The second thing is how you can place order, how you can place buy, how you can place a buy order. If you want to sell, the same thing as buy, the same process you go through when you want to sell, when you want to buy, the same thing. And then I've also spoken about, understanding these pairs, cryptocurrency pairs, and then I said it's the same thing like you are buying dollar or you are selling dollar to an Aboki or you are buying dollar from an Aboki. It's the same thing. So having said that, let's now look at analyzing coins. Okay. So let me change this to I'm going to start from the scratch. Okay. So let me remove this indicator first. Let me remove the indicator. Sorry about that. This platform, this side is an old platform, unlike that other one. I'm so used to that one. But I'm trying to explain how this how it works. Supposed to give me. Let's go to the old charts for the sake of this class. Let's go to this one. Everybody, we are used to. I'm used to this one. I've been using this one for God knows how long, how many years. Just change it like 2 weeks ago or thereabout. You just change it. See percentages, so guys. See band has done 23% today. Oh, wow. So so let's use this old one. So once you are here, you could let's say I click on, if I click here now, it's going to expand. So we'll be able to see the chart, the old chart. So I'm going to explain the time frame. Let's start from the time frame. So you see minutes, MH, 1D, 1 week, 1 month. Let me explain what it means. So this is a minute. It's 1 minute, 30 minutes. Okay. So you have 1 hour. If I click on here now, that's 1 hour. I want to change the chart to 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart. Okay. Now on this 1 hour chart, each candlesticks you see, these are candlesticks, represent 1 hour. What that means is that each candle, it takes 1 hour for each candlesticks to form. Like this is 7:53, right, in Nigeria. So we are like we are going to another hour in some couple of minutes, 7 minutes down. We enter 8 p.m. So price. So as soon as we enter 8 p.m., another candle will form. So at the top of the hour, new candles form every hour. Okay, every hour, new candle keeps forming. So each candlestick like this represent 1 hour. So if I go to 2 hours, the same thing. So each candlesticks represent 2 hours. The same thing if I go to like that. If I go to 3, 4 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, each candle represents those hours. That means it takes, like I'm on the 2-hour chart now. That means it takes 2 hours for this candle to form. This one is going to take 2 hours before it switch to another candle. Also, 4 hours, the same thing. 8 hours, 12 hours. Let's check 12 hours. That's like half of the day, right? So it takes 12 hours for each candles you are seeing to form. Okay, and you can see that Bitcoin has been in a raging mode for like some weeks now, 2-3 weeks. Okay, so you can actually see that each candle represents that number of hours. If I go to 1 day, this is where they wrote 1D. What it means is 1 day, daily chart. So I go to daily chart. Each candle like this represent 1 day. This is 1 day, 1 day. Like this one you see now, this is 1 day. This one is 1 day. So each of them represent 1 day. So that's what all this side, that's what it means. Then 1 week. Each candle represent 1 week. 1W, there's 1 month. If I click on 1 month, each candle represent 1 month. Okay. So let's go back to daily chart. So that explains that, right? So now, placing trades on the chart, making a decision on when to buy and when to sell. Okay, what we are going to be discussing now. Let me remove this indicator because I'm still going to explain what they mean. See that this one is different from that one. So I can delete that indicator, remove where they wrote remove. I can say remove all indicators. You can see that I don't see those stuff again. If you want to add it, just right click. If you want to remove it, right click. Just right click, and then you go to insert indicator. Once you right click, you go to where they wrote insert indicator, you click it. It's going to ask you which indicator you want to add. Okay, if I want to remove it, the same thing. But I actually removed that for the purpose of this class. Now, talking about these candlesticks now, let's now focus on it. Because this is what when I call trade shorts, especially daily trades, when I say I'd buy this coin for so amount of for a number of hours and sell. Short-term trades, this is where I take my stuff. This is where I take my signals. Okay. So from this spot, then you see, you need to understand what these candlesticks mean. Okay. Look at what price did from here. It fell all the way from this spot to this spot. The price keep falling like this, and then it fell from here to this spot. So and then from this spot it rose again, kept rising. So you have to understand support and resistance, because that's what we have been using. That's what I've been teaching. Support and resistance is key to understand direction of market. Okay. Look at Bitcoin now. Bitcoin has maintained this support for some time now. The 8,900 zone, there's a support here that it has been finding difficult to break. So it comes there, it go back. And there's also a resistance here. I explained what support and resistance mean in the video, in the course. So let me quickly run over it again. Your support is a spot where markets where price is trying to break to the lower side. Okay, that's what support means basically in a layman language. If I don't want to complicate it for you, these are supports. Like this page is support. So price I tested it a couple of times, can't break in. Okay, so it becomes support, and the more price tests a support, the stronger that support becomes. Okay, also your resistance is the spot where price is finding difficult to break out above. Okay, this is a very good resistance to use as an example. You see that that price keeps bouncing from that place around 10,377. So when price comes there, it bounces, it touches it and come back. So there's a strong resistance around there. So see that they fell. See that it came back again after many months. This was 2012. February 2012. 2020, sorry. February 12, 2020. So it comes here and it's rejected. So it comes down. So again, it tests that price again, that resistance on June. That's 4 months after, 2nd of June 2020. Can you imagine? That's where price came there again. And after price came there, it touches it and did what? And still come back. Has not broken it. Okay. So this resistance is a very strong resistance. Has not broken it. So and then I also said in that video that when price breaks a support, like for example, if price breaks this support, this is support, and Bitcoin price start coming down, this support becomes a new resistance. Okay, it becomes a new resistance. If price breaks a resistance, there's a mini resistance around there before price breaks out. So if there's a breakout around resistance, there's a mini resistance around there too. So if there's a resistance, if price couldn't break resistance, or sorry, if price break resistance, that spot becomes a new support. Okay, it becomes a new support. So that is what support and resistance in a layman's that's what it means. I haven't said that support and resistance, it helps you to gauge price action. For example, you are holding this, you bought Bitcoin at this price where my cursor is, and then price rally What was the price at that point? 8,300. So let's say you bought Bitcoin at 8,300, where my cursor is. So price now rallies and goes up to, this is 10,300. Okay. But if you understand that there's a resistance around there, let me go back. Let me see. There should be a resistance around that place. Because, okay, there's another resistance around this zone. Can you see that? Can you see where my cursor is? So if you understand support and resistance, if you bought Bitcoin at this spot and you're holding it, let's say for short-term trade, though, so and price rally and get here, you want to close your trade. Okay, you want to close your trade, because if you don't, look at what happened. Let's say somebody enters and they close his trade and still be there, it's still going to go up. Don't worry, it's still going. And then it got rejected and then it came down. See the loss that guy will have from around 10,300. It's even 10,500 around this place. 10,000, let's say 10,300. Price crashes to what? To 3,000, to 3,200. Can you see that? So that is an explanation of what's understanding support and. But if you understand support and resistance, when you buy a coin and it gets to the pinnacle, the top of the resistance, the wise thing is for you to come out, except you are doing a long term, you are not using chart. Long term trading that I tell you, oh, this coin, oh, this, like Link. I bought Link when Link was around $2. And I'm not going to sell it. In fact, I've moved it to my external wallet. I'm going to hold it for probably when it gets to, like I said in the last class that we had, that when it gets to say $50, I'll sell some. I'll sell some and hold the money. When it gets to $100, I'll sell some. I'll be selling it small like that. So it rallies, it goes up. So I bought Link when it was around $2. When you're buying a coin that is based on a very good fundamentals, after you have studied the coin and then you see, this coin is going to do very well. You are not buying based on support and resistance. You are buying to hold. Okay, you are buying to hold for as long as you can. Guys, can you hear me? If you can hear me, can you raise your hand? Let me know. I don't want. It's like I'm speaking to. I want to be sure you guys are with me. Okay, thank you, guys. So when you're buying a coin to hold for a long, like for example, when Neo was selling for $2, $3, I bought and I held it for. I think I started selling when it gets to around $100. I told you a story of my dad. My dad, we sold around when Neo goes almost $195, almost $200. Okay, but I actually held that coin for so long, you know. So at that spot, I'm not even bothered about what price is doing. Like there are some Bitcoin that I bought, they are in my external wallet, they are in my hardware wallet rather. I don't care what Bitcoin is doing. If Bitcoin let it go to $500, I will not bother. I just keep it there. I know that Bitcoin will rally one day, probably to go to $30,000. You know, I'm using it as a store of value. For example, if you buy a piece of gold as a store of value, and then you keep it somewhere, even if the price of gold is fluctuating, it doesn't bother you because gold is a precious commodity. One day, price will go up, and then you can sell very well. The same thing with long-term trading. That's just the difference between long-term and short-term trading. Okay, but for short-term trading, you actually want to be sure of support and resistance. And resistance, when price gets to the top, I don't want to hold this coin. Price has gotten to this place. If it crashes on me, I'm going to lose. So you sell. So your ability to understand how the chart is and to understand major support and major resistance is very, very, very important. You will notice that I'm doing this analysis on the daily chart. Please, this point I'm about to make is the most important. It's one of the most important points when it comes to daily trading. Now, on your daily chart, the reason why I'm using the daily chart, I'll explain. On your daily chart, price seems to be more stable, and then you seem to be able to see the support and resistance more clearly. It seems to be more clearly. Now, okay, let's go to lower time frame. Let me go to the 1 minute chart. You see something now, guys. Just watch this. So now there's always a lot of reprints. I'm on the 1 hour chart now. Somebody's saying something. Okay, different colors. Okay, I'll do that. So on this is weekend. Can you guys, can you see? Okay, hold on. Let me push this into the end. I want to push it to the end. Guys, can you see how the market is behaving? Can you see how this is going up and down? If you can see, please let me see your handle. Can you see how everything is going up and down? You see that it's not stable. It's between like this. It's between like this. It's not stable, and the market is even not so active today. During the week, you see a lot of up and down. So you don't know which one to do. Can you see that it's moving? These candles are moving because mini chart is not so stable. So for you to do your analysis, you want to stay with a higher time frame. A higher time frame is more stable. They are always more stable. You will see that you are not seeing that this price is not moving. It's not like it's moving. But on that 1 minute chart, see the way it's doing. So you want to do your analysis. Where the place you want to spot, you quickly want to spot where strong resistance and where strong support are is on the daily chart. It's on the daily chart. It's on the daily chart, right? So this is where you want to stay. You want to come and say, okay, where's the support? You can see that there's a resistance here. Let's say you buy a coin and it has gone up to this spot. You want to quickly come out. Now, somebody says I should explain what the column is. Simple. It's not something. Don't complicate yourself. You see that the one that are going up, they are showing green. So the green is a buy. These are the buy. You can even change the color. You change the color. If you want to change, you can change to any color. So this is so that one does just pay attention to the chart. So these are the buy. The green one are the buy candle, and the red one. Can you see the red? See that it came down. These are the red ones are the sell candle. So I haven't said that. So let's now talk about hammer and inverted hammer. Okay, hammer and inverted hammer. This is like a crash course. So I just quickly want to run through. So you an hammer. If you have pen, please be writing this thing down. Probably you can now watch the video later. You can also watch the video. When I'm done, I'm recording it. I'll drop it on the group. So the hammer. This is an hammer. An hammer is a reversal candlestick. The reversal candlestick that you spot at the support zone. Okay, an hammer always appear at the support zone, and it always appear. You always see an hammer after the crash, after market starts coming down. Like for example, now see this price start coming down from this spot. You see an hammer forms there. This is an hammer, and then you see that after this hammer form, this was let me look at the date. This was in March. Okay, I think this was the period that Bitcoin fell to around 4,000. Everybody was going crazy. That what is happening? Some people even say Bitcoin will go to zero. I remember a friend of mine that said, Bitcoin, bros, this year I was just laughing. I said, guy, calm down. It's normal thing now. It's not market. Market that we have been seeing for how many years? It will come there to go back up. Do that thing. Say, I know. The guy say, no, I read one analysis that this guy. See, if you understand market, you will not even listen to. Some people they will be telling you they are professional and they will be writing rubbish. Tell you this guy on Twitter, is the one that predicted that Bitcoin will fall in 2017. That guy, whatever he sees, that guy. I say, guy, is it not the market? Is it not the same thing I'm looking at? I say, except that guy is looking at another chart. But if the guy is looking at the chart that I'm looking at, forget it. There's nothing you can tell me. That guy say, the guy, after he has done his analysis, he said price will go to zero. I was just laughing. I laugh. I say, why am I laughing? I say, but it's funny. How can Bitcoin go to zero? Are you normal? And go to zero. Come on. He said the guy, I say I'm selling. So the guy started selling, and he was here. He was one of our group. I think Gerard is there. It was this guy that was Gerard. If you are here, I think I saw you. It was Wazo that I was talking about. I was just laughing at him. I said, guy, calm down. You know this market.
Swift, I'm here.
Okay.
I know.
Wazo. So he said, this guy on Twitter, the guy is so sure. I said, guy, calm down. He said, no, see, I said, Baba, and the guy started selling on this video. I was just laughing. So when price now peaked and started going up, I said, guy, I think I started that conversation. The guy said, well, so where are you? Come and see price. Price that you say is going to zero. He couldn't say anything again. So if you understand basic, like I was saying in the group that day, there's nothing anybody can teach you again than this support, resistance, candlesticks. That's all there is to market. If you understand this thing, like I always say, like I told the previous student, the previous class, if you understand support and resistance and you understand candlesticks, my brother, you can get to New York Stock Exchange on Wall Street in New York and start analyzing market for them. I'm telling you, there's a guy that I met him at Wall Street one time that I went to New York. I just said, let me just even go and see what is happening in New York. Let me even go to Wall Street. So I went there. So luckily, I went through a friend. So I was able, they allowed me to enter one of their offices through that guy. The guy is in Nigeria, but he used to work on the Wall Street. So we entered, and then they were analyzing a particular stock that I was watching. I was just on my own. Then that my friend asked, this guy is also a trader, and and in that floor they are whites. All of them are whites. I was only myself, that guy, one of that guy that are blacks. So they now say, and that guy, this is my friend, he's a trader, he's been trading for us. So that guy begins to hype me. So all of them are now looking and say, hey, they say, okay, one guy on the floor, I say, can you tell me what will happen in this market? So they open a chart for me and they analyze what's going to happen. 2 days later, that guy now called me. That my friend, though. He said, can I believe that? Me, I've even analyzed, I've left. He said, can you believe that guy that you analyze market for said, that your guy is a genius. So I was just laughing. There's no genius in it. Just me understanding the chart, that's all. So if you understand the chart, forex trading, cryptocurrency trading, options, stock exchange, stock trading, anything, mention it, you will analyze it. You will analyze it without stress. If they wake you up like this, just say, show me charts. The chart speaks to you. Let the chart speak to you. One of my friends said, forget what anybody is telling you. What is your chart saying? If you are holding a coin and somebody is saying, that coin is going to crash, just go and look at your chart on that coin. It's simple. Like if I want to change this, now we're analyzing Bitcoin and USD. It's Bitcoin we have been analyzing. Okay, let's look at another chart. So you guys will understand what I'm saying. Let's look at another chart. I want us to look at another chart. Okay, let's look at I'm trying to. Okay, let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum has not been trending. But let's look at Link. I don't think Link has been trending so much. So I pick Link. So that you see that it's the same chart. Don't let anybody bamboozle you. All those things. This person is an expert. Is not. That's why I've been shouting. Stay with what I'm teaching you. Just stay with it. Don't go and be looking for what is not lost. Just stay with this video. Just watch it as much as you can. You understand it. I don't expect you, especially if you're just coming into the space, to understand what I'm teaching you right away. But if you take your time to sit with it and keep practicing it, you will understand it. It's simple. Okay, now this is a link. I'm on link chart now. Now you see that it's the same thing. You see that there's a resistance here. You see that market came down. Can you see that? And if I scroll like this, you see that resistance this resistance is still holding. So this resistance happened in March. Price got here in March, 2020 0305. It came back there again in April, a month after. So if you understand your chart, let's say when price crashed and you bought, and then you are holding, and then you got here, you know that bros, this is a resistance. So you sell, you likely sell your holding or convert it to Bitcoin or convert it to stable coin, and you are holding it, and then you are waiting. When it crashes again, see it has crashed again. You can buy again. There's a support here. There's a support around there. This space is closed. You can buy. You see that it's the same thing. Any coin, any commodity, is the same thing. Now look at, there's a breakout now. Now I'm still gonna hold another class during the week. And I want to show us what is going to happen to Bitcoin in the next couple of months. You notice that Bitcoin has been ranging in 2016. I'm going to show you 2016, the chart of 2016 when we had Bitcoin alpha. I'll show you 2016. I'll show you 2012. I'll show you that the same thing happened those periods, and the same thing is about to happen now. You see that chart, history always repeats itself within any market. Mention the market, stock trading, forex trading, option trading, any commodity trading, any market, history always repeats itself. Now look at this. Look at this chart. Look at this resistance in March 2020. When price got here, it came down. A month after, in April, it came down. Then it went back up in June, very close to that resistance, although not at that resistance. It came down. Then it went back to that same resistance. Can you see? The same resistance in June 26. That's like about 4 months after. Then a breakout now happened. It's a breakout. We call it breakout. Now look at this move. Look at this move. This link, this is where link took off from around I think from around $3. This is where it took off some couple of days ago. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. It took off to around $8.5 or so. So you remember when I was mentioning support and resistance, I said the more price tests the resistance, the stronger that resistance becomes. And when price breaks that resistance, it always takes off. Look at this resistance. This is number one. This is a top. This is another top, and this is another top. So we call, in trading, we call this triple top. This triple top. Guys, I hope you are following. If you are following me, please let me see your hand. Please, if you are following me, okay, thank you. So this is a triple top. We call it triple top. If it is support, we call it triple bottom. Okay, price comes there, it bounce. Price comes there, it bounce. So this is a triple top. So Bitcoin is also doing almost the same thing like this. During the week, we are going to have another webinar for everybody. That webinar, I'm going to show you charts from 2012 when there was an alpha. I'll show you another chart in 2016 when there was an alpha. Then another alpha happened this year. You will see that you will see resistance like this that is forming top. So right now, Bitcoin is forming this almost the same pattern like this chart. And that's why we are shouting, there's a bull run will happen, a bull run will happen. Because we are seeing almost the same pattern like what has happened in the previous years. It's building up already, okay? So once you understand this resistance and support, you'll be able to play safe. You'll be able to, trading will become seamless for you. People will be wondering, how come this guy, the other day somebody chat me up. I said, how come when you predict a price, when you give us a call, although it's not every time, that it always go the way you say it will go. I say because I'm looking at the chat. If you're in the group, I don't know whether you have noticed. If somebody ask me a question pertaining to a particular coin, I'll say, okay, hold on, let me check the chart. How many people have noticed I used to say that? Please, if you have noticed, you can just raise your hand, let me know. Okay, thank you. I've seen guys raising their hand. You notice that I used to say that thing. I say, okay, let me go and check the chart. Because in the chart I will speak to you, I can't say it off my head. I can't say it off my head. I need to look at, like if you look at pilots that fly airplane, when they are flying and they are telling you that we'll soon land in the next 30 minutes. Like my daughter will say, Daddy, how come these pilots, like we fly together a couple of times, my daughter and my son. So my first daughter will say, how come these guys, when they tell you are going to land in the next 15 minutes, is that 15 minutes you are going to land? I say because they are checking, they have a map that they check. They used to call it something, they call it map. And there's another thing, they have a compass, there's a compass that they check. And that compass is made up of mathematical analysis that do all the calculation and tell you that, okay, you are traveling at 1,000 miles per hour. You should get to so place in so time. Okay, because that computation is on that map, on the tool they are using. So the chart is like, as a trader, the chart is your tool. Okay, it's your tool that you are looking at that is telling you what will happen in the market. So you have to train yourself to know how to look at it, how to analyze it, how to check it, and then how to understand how it works. Once you do that, you are good to go. Okay, so basically you want to check your support and your resistance. So now, having said that, once you have established what your resistance is, on the higher time frame, then now you can now go to probably 1 hour. On your 1 hour, you are trying to see, okay, since I know that price, let's say there's a support here now, there's a support, and I want to buy. You will see it more in the lower time frame, like on the 1 hour time frame. You have already analyzed, do your analysis on the daily chart, and then do your buying or whatever you want to do on the lower time frame. On the 1 hour, I always recommend 1 hour, please. Don't go lower than that. That's my own recommendation. So you want to check that. See, there's a support here. Can you see another support? If you buy here, you see there's a support. It comes here, it forms support, it goes back up. There's another support that is forming here for link. So you see. So you'll be able to see it very well on the 1 hour chart. So that is that about support and resistance. Now then I was talking about candlesticks. So I was talking about, let's go to the 1 hour chart, daily chart. Sorry. Guys, please give me a few minutes. So we're actually looking at this the price. Like I said, now I want to look at the candlesticks, right? Now this is an AMA. I'm trying to look for let's go to Bitcoin. We'll be able to see it on BTC USD. You can also, this is an AMA, this is another AMA here. I see that this AMA at this spot, there's a support here, then it goes up from here. You can see that price didn't break below this AMA. So let's go to Bitcoin. I want to use Bitcoin to analyze, to show you AMA for resistance or support. Okay, let me use USDT. I'm going to use USDT. Then I'm quickly, after this one, I'm quickly going to talk. I want to round up. I don't want to, because this is we've done over 1 hour. So I'll quickly talk about one or two things. Then I'll take questions and then we'll round up. So let's go to so you can see, okay, now this is an example of this very strong AMA on the daily chart. Can you see this? So this is an AMA. An AMA is you see candlesticks, the buy candlestick. Like I said, you always see these candlesticks around support zone where price has fallen. Right, the price was falling from here, when price was around 10,400, and then it fell all the way up to the spot to around 4,000. Okay, so and then as it's falling, you now see a candlestick. You can notice that all you're having from this spot, majority of the candlesticks you are seeing as all sell candlesticks. I said they are red. All of a sudden, you just see this green candlestick, and see, as you can see, it has a very long tail. AMA always have a long tail. We call it long tail, just like your normal AMA. It always have a long tail, and then the head is what we call AMA. The same thing. So it has a long tail and then a head, a body. So this is an AMA. Then it can be in any candle, either sell candle or buy candle. This is also an AMA. Can you see an AMA? You can see that it forms around the support zone. So you can say, okay, this price has been falling. This is an AMA. This is a very good spot to buy. Let's say you are buying a coin. So you can buy it and then you follow it. Then you can ride the wave. See the wave. You went all the way from this place to this spot. Okay. Now let's look for an inverted AMA. Inverted AMA always happen around resistance zone. You see it around resistance zone. You always hit around resistance zone. Okay, so this is a resistance, this is a resistance zone. So this, you see this tiny thing, it's an inverted hammer. See that price has been going up, oh, it got here, then there's an inverted hammer around this resistance. So if you understand this candlestick, it also helps you to establish, like the Bible says, out of the mouth of one or two or three witnesses, two shall be established. So for example, now let's say you bought Bitcoin around this zone, and then you know that this is a resistance. Because it has initially in the past it got there and crashed. So, but then you can see series of inverted hammer. This is an inverted hammer. Long tail, small body. Long tail, small body. Let me go. But the difference between an hammer and inverted hammer is that inverted hammer is always opposite. It's always the body is always facing the ground. Okay, unlike this one now, this one is facing up. This one is facing down. This tiny one. Let me go and look. I think there's another. Hold on, guys. There's another inverted hammer that we can use as an example. That is very strong. Okay, this is another inverted hammer. Okay, around this resistance, and these are also inverted hammers around, and this is another inverted hammer around this resistance. So once you understand those candlesticks and resistance and support, you are good to go. Now you will notice that on this chart, if I've been trading before, you notice that I didn't even put any indicator. There's no indicator. You notice that I've deleted all those indicators. So really, in trading, you don't really need indicator, because like I said in the last class, indicators always lag. They lag, and indicators are generated by calculating the average of price. They add all the price over time and they find the average and say, okay, so that indicator will be following that price. So it always lags. So for me, I don't even use indicator when I'm trading. Okay, I saw somebody at 4K. So now you will notice that I'm not using any indicator. I'm just studying the chart, or just understanding what the candlesticks are saying. Okay, so basically this is just how it is. Now, if I want to add indicator, I use just one indicator, exponential moving average, to just confirm a trend. If I want to do that on this chart, once you right click, once you right click, you go to where they write, you see where the insert indicator, you click insert indicator. Then you want to look for exponential moving average. You want to look for moving averages. Can you see moving averages? I think it's, no, not that one. I'll come and delete it now. You can type it here now. You can see exponential moving average. Okay, moving average. Exponential moving average, right? So you click on it. So let me delete that one. That one is the moving average. It's another thing. You can remove it. Just right click it. Just put your cursor and right click it. It's simple. So let me do it again. You right click on the chart, and then you go and look for where the right insert indicator. Then you are looking for moving average, right? Exponential moving average. So now this is your exponential moving average. Now you can change the properties of this moving average by also right clicking on it. If I right click on it, there's a place where they're supposed to have property. Okay, where the right format. You click on format. You see where the row format. So you click on it. I can change the color. I can say, okay, well, let me change the color to red. Then I think I can make it thicker. This is making it thicker. So that it's thicker now. It's too tiny. So I can change it to whatever I want to. It's tiny. Then I can change the input to now we'll be using 20 and 50. Okay, I can change it to 20. See, I'll change the length to 20, then I'll say okay. You see that this is thick. Now the second one I'm going to add is a 50 exponential moving average, the 50. Insert indicator. I right click it. The first thing you right click it, then you look for insert indicator. Then you now search for moving average. So exponential moving average. You can see that this one is blue. So let me work on the property. So I want to change to 50 for math. So you right click it. So change the length to 50 again. So you go to the style. I want to increase the style. Make it a bit thicker, yeah. Then click OK. Okay, so can you see, guys? Can you see the screen? So these are your indicators that I put on the chart. So let me tell you the usage, how you can use the indicator. This indicator. Now, this indicator just for confirmation of your trade. It's not that you shouldn't be using it because you notice that it's lagging. I'll tell you why. See, somebody that's not using indicator, somebody that understands resistance and support would have spotted a resistance around there. I would have sold. Let's say you are doing buy and sell. The person that is holding Bitcoin up of this would have said, Bitcoin is going to crash. Would have come out and say, let me wait. Let me sell my Bitcoin and wait. The person would have sold and come out of the market. Okay. But you see the guy that doesn't understand resistance will be waiting. Let's say the guy is using indicator. The guy will probably sell at this spot, and I'll tell you why. Now, you notice that anytime these indicators they cross over each other, from the bottom, price goes up. Can you see that? But although price has been going up here, but there's a confirmation of that uptrend around this area, and then you see that it now goes up. That movement will now be sharp, was strong. The same thing, price has been falling from this resistance, but this indicator is lagging. That's what we call lagging. This indicator does not peak, does not tell you that price will fall at this because it's slow. It's slower than price. Hello, guys. Am I communicating? Let me know. Let me see and if you understand what I'm trying to explain. Because I need you to understand these basics. If you understand it, like I said, you will not have any problem with any market. When you are done with this, when you understand how it works, just go and find the Forex account and download their platform and be trading. Just be trading. It doesn't cost you anything. The same thing. So this is a resistance, right? There's a resistance here. So, but if you are relying on this indicator, you will not enter at a very good price. You'll be leaving a lot of money on the table. Although you will make money, but you will not make as much money as this guy that understands resistance and support. So it came down from here, but indicator is just catching it. Because it's just crossing. Although it has started falling, but it just catching it around this area. So when it falls and there's an hammer, someone that understands hammers and support zone had already bought at this zone. Now imagine where this thing now cross. It crossed around there. So it has lagged. Okay. So that's why I don't use indicator. I just look at support. I just go and look at resistance. I'll look at the past. How many times has price hit this place? Oh, it has hit it like 5 times. That's a very strong support. That's a very strong resistance. I'll make my decision at that spot and I'll be watching. So that's just, and then you can do this for any market, any coin, just any coin. Let's go and look at Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum for lastly. Then I'll take questions. Okay, now let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum USDT. Although Ethereum has not really been trending like Bitcoin. Ethereum is always very quiet until probably Bitcoin moves. You see it start moving too. So okay, now look at Ethereum. Guys, can you see that I'm on our Ethereum chart? ETH USDT. I hope you guys can see it. So you see that we have an hammer here. You see that it's the same thing. There's an hammer, and then it went up. There's a resistance here. It came down. So it's the same thing. Any coin, just put it on the chart. You see that it's the same thing. Just watch out for support, resistance, and then follow it. That's all. So I think we'll stop here today. But then let me just take a question. If you have a question, you can either write it on the chat and I'll read it and then talk about it. Or if you raise your hand, I will mute you. I think I see Bright. Bright, it seems to have, let me unmute Bright first. I see you also. Bright. So who's that? Right, Benjamin. Hello. I'm trying to unmute you. I don't know. It's like it seems your speaker is not talking. Okay, Joseph. Joseph Ome. Okay, you have a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
Go
evening.
ahead. Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. I need to ask a question. The analysis of the chart, I really understand them because I've really done it about forex trading, so I understand it. But what I want to ask now is actually different from a trading chart. I want to know where can we buy Nexo, because you told us I get Binance.
I think
I didn't see Binance.
okay, next is not on Binance. Okay, I'll check. If you want to, if I let me quickly check, let me quickly tell you how you can know when to buy a coin.
Next one is on crypto.com.
Okay, they say Nexo is on crypto.com. Okay, so you can buy it on Nexo. But apart from that, let me show you guys where you can on CoinMarketCap. If somebody mention, maybe anytime I mention a coin and then you didn't see it on Binance, you can come here. Okay, you see, let's say if you type Nexo now, you can check where a coin is listed, all the exchange that they are listed. Once you come to CoinMarketCap, so let's check Nexo. Okay. So this is Nexo, right? So you come down, you come down. You see where they wrote market pairs. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Market pairs. Just click on it. So when you click on it, it's going to give you all the exchange where the coin is listed. Like this one is listed on UB Global, Oddbit, Bitrue, Market Talks, Probits. You see all of them. Can you see that? Uniswap, so you can see. And then somebody just say you can buy it on crypto.com, that app. You can also buy it there. If you look at, let's look at link. Chain link. You see all the exchanges. You should just come here and click on market pairs on CoinMarketCap. So you see that link is on practically all the exchanges. You see it's on Binance, it's on UB, it's on OKX, you see it's on all the exchanges you can buy it from. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's in case peradventure you see a coin you want to buy. It might not even be me that asks you to buy. Probably you are doing an analysis and you see somebody say buy this coin, or you analyze and they're probably online and they're probably on Google that you are a coin that you are trying to study. Just come to CoinMarketCap and check, and then you can go ahead and do whatever you want to do. Okay.
Okay. One last question.
Okay.
I met one of my former boss. So I was telling him about the currency and potentials. So I was telling him that I needed some money, loan me some money so that I can invest. So I think he's willing to give 500. So the question I want to ask now is, if he gives me this money, which coin because I want to really do one major investment that I know, okay, well, I'm holding this one. I'm not just breaking up everywhere. I want to do this investment. I know next 1 year, this thing is going to give me, and I give him back. Understand? Since I'm still young, I just want to do an investment, then make profit, give him back his money, then
Okay. Okay, which coin? Now, number one, from my experience, number one, let me talk from my own personal experience. I don't always, especially when you're just starting out, for me, I don't always advise new traders to go and borrow money. But if you can, it's okay if you can, if you understand, but if you understand your way around it. I'm talking from my own personal experience because number one, it puts you under pressure. You're always under pressure to deliver. That's the issue. And I see this market that we are all trading, all this, any market, Forex or crypto, none of them will tell you when what they will do.
okay.
Look at in March when Bitcoin crashed from 9,000, around 9,000 to around 4,000. If you had borrowed money for somebody to buy it, you panic. I've been in the market for a while. They're not borrowing you where you go, they panic. Yeah. I remember one time, myself and one of my friends went to raise money. And one of my uncle gave us 500,000. I'm talking 2008. And Nigeria money still have value then. Went to raise some funds. I think we raised about 10 million dollars. He also raised from his friends, from his dad, from myself too. I spoke to some of my friends, don't worry, give us this one. Then we used to trade Forex. I still trade Forex today now anyway, but not as active as I used to back in the days. So we raised the money and then we credited our accounts, both of us, and then we started trading. And then, my God, market will just come down like this. Wow. He said, if it's your money, you can wait. You can say it will go back up. But because, and then funny thing that we're already giving those people some outrageous claims. We say, we'll give you 30% per month. So it put us under a lot of pressure, because, and then you will not give the market breathing space. You see, your investment, any investment you are doing, I don't care what the investment is. If you go and buy a land, if you go and buy a land in Nigeria, people are just saying, come and buy land in Lekki, come and buy. Can you wait 5 years? Some people were all this Lekki land and Nigeria land. Some people have bought them 10 years ago, and they just buy it and leave it there. But the question I always ask people, can you wait 5-10 years on an investment? And that's how every investment is. Even your education, our education is an investment. Your parents invested in you, and they waited 20 years. You go to nursery primary school, 6 years. You go to, after nursery primary school, you went to secondary school, 6 years. That's 12 years, right? You did a course, probably a 4-year course, with ASU strike and everything, and your school closing down and everything. Probably you spend another 6 years. So that's 18 years. Then you are waiting for service. Probably you spend another 2 years before you get to service. That's already 20 years. Before you now start working, and then you can say, okay, mommy, take this money. Mommy, I buy you a car. You get. But they took that pay and invested in you and wait. The same thing with investment. You have to learn to wait. But you see, when you go and borrow money, and then funny thing is, if you buy a land with a borrow money, and somebody bought his own land with his own money, it's the same time the land will appreciate to Abi.
Yes.
If it's going to take that land 5 years to appreciate, it is still going to be 5 years. Your own plot will not say, this guy, because you borrow money to buy me, I'm going to appreciate tomorrow so that you can pay your lender. Is it going to happen that way?
Yes.
It will not. So see, in investment, understand, in trading and everything, what we are doing, like I told you, I bought Link when it was around $2. That was around last year, or I can't remember. That was around last year or early this year also. I think the first time I bought Link was around last year. Then when it crashed early this year, Link actually crashed around $1.50. I bought some more too. So, and then see, now we are in July, and I waited almost 6 months before it did $8. Can you see? Now it is my money, so I can afford to wait. So, but if I went to borrow money, I'll be under pressure. If it goes to $1.50, I will say, it has gone up. Let me sell. You get what I'm saying? I will not give that market the breathing space to do what it wants to do. So now, this is what I always advise to young people that are just starting. the number one thing you are going to do, if you have $100, focus on short-term trading. Build that money, build it. I've seen somebody that built $100 from $100, built it to $6,000 in 6 months. I've seen it. I've seen a guy. There was a guy I saw online. I didn't know him one-on-one. With I think the guy with $1,000 for 1 year. That guy traded that account. I think it was a forex trading. I think it was forex account. He traded that forex account for 2 years, and he did not make any withdrawal. From $1,000, he grew that money to over $100,000 in 2 years.
Yeah.
He was just doing buy and sell. It takes time. It's painful. But at the end of the day, you will reap from it. Now, I haven't said that. But eventually, you now have, maybe it's your dad that give you money and say, I don't mind. Okay, take this money for 1 year. Or probably your uncle. Now, you see the same thing. You see also have to understand a market to trade. Now, let me quickly chip in something. Now, I've explained this thing over and over before. I'll also explain it again. Now, in cryptocurrency trading, that's in crypto market. Now, if you borrow money and you are looking for coins to buy, you want to stay with the first 20 coin. Hello, are you with me?
Yeah, very well.
Now, you want to stay with, see that you are buying Bitcoin and you are holding it, or you want to buy Ethereum, or you are buying Bitcoin Cash, or you are buying Cardano, or you are buying Chainlink. You want to stay with the first 20 coins. Buy them and hold them. See Pesos, see Stellar, see, just buy them. Vet, just look at the particular coin, study that coin. Look at crypto.com coin. When I started telling people to buy this coin around February, March, it was so cheap. With $500, you will buy like 10,000 coins. But right now, you will need $1,400 to buy 10,000 coins. That means it has multiplied by 3 for that within that period. That's done like 200% within that period. So your ability to now spot that coin and study that coin, and then you want to study the fundamentals of that coin, just go to Google. Just pick any coin. Go to Google, publiccrypto.com. Go to Google and YouTube. You just type crypto.com. You see analysis, people talking about the fundamental of that coin, the projects, what that coin is about. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then you also ask a question that I heard you say you want to buy one coin. Let's say your dad or your uncle give you, say, 1 million naira. I don't advise you that you buy one coin. Don't buy just one coin. If you want to do long term, buy like 2-3 coins. You don't want to put all your basket in, all your eggs in one basket. Okay. In trading, we call it hedging. It's called hedging. Now, let me tell you what it means. Now, when I have, say, 1 million naira to trade, if I put that 1 million naira in a particular coin, if I put everything in a particular coin, if the trade goes against me, if the trade goes against me, that means I don't have any other investment to hedge that loss. You understand what I'm saying? So we call it hedging. That's what they call it. Now, what you want to do, you want to look for a coin that you can use to hedge this particular, because don't forget, we are all speculating now. You understand? Yeah. When I bought Chainlink at $2, it was a speculation that in the hope that it goes up. What if it doesn't go up? What if it crashes? You understand? So, but it's a speculation that, okay, this coin that I'm buying, I'm going to give it time. I believe it's going to, based on the fundamentals of this coin, based on the analysis I've done, I believe this coin will go up. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. But peradventure, it doesn't go up. I need another coin to shock it. Like, that's why you need to look for another investment, another coin to now say, okay, instead of me just buying just CRO alone, let me buy CRO and Binance. Like, for example, somebody was mentioning, I think it was Jude, or it was Gerard, or was or Inka. I can't remember, somebody in the group during the week that was saying that Binance is a very good coin to buy, but it's very stable. Binance is very stable. This same Binance in March, when it crashes to $9, I told people buy Binance. It's going to go up because I know Binance is very stable. So from that time when it was at $9, it has gone to $17 as today. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, so Jude. So Joseph, I'll have to let you go. Let me take some other questions.
All right, please.
So let me yeah, you're welcome. Okay, somebody say, how can I stake ZRX on Trust Wallet? I don't think ZRS is on. Hold on. Let me check. I want to check on my phone if you can stake ZRS on Trust Wallet. Or let me check. ZRS there. ZRS is not on Trust. You can't stake Z. I'm going to look. I'm going to look for an app where I think you should be able to. You should be able to stake it on crypto.com. Okay, somebody says short-term trades. Kudomi Tesla. It says short-term trades are usually for how many hours? It depends on you. It depends on your. It can be for 1 hour. It can be for 24 hours. It can be for 48 hours. It depends on you. Depends on your risk appetite. Somebody say I should provide the link for Ledger Hardware. I'm going to do that. And somebody said I have been trying to download you.
Not for a moment. Not at your moment.
Man, sorry, Oga, please mute yourself. Somebody say I've been trying to download. I'm trying to yourself. Please mute yourself. I've been trying to download using manual. After following all he kept telling me to submit. I've done it more than 5 times. Also, I tried the automatic capturing, but the scanner was taking forever. Probably is your phone. Or what you can do is also, you can also send them a mail. They will tell you what to do, or give you some time. That crypto.com website, their security is very tight. So even me. Okay, somebody said, I think Kudomi Tesla said use automatic and use a better network. Thank you, my brother. You say you can do that, so you can do that. Any question you have, please always drop in the. And guys, please, I want to beg us, please, you guys should be helping me once in a while in the group. Somebody will drop question. You guys, nobody will just say anything throughout the day until probably when I come, I will now start answering them one by one. Please help me. See, in education, the more you teach, the more you understand something. If you are helping people on the group, you also become better. Yes, please, you're helping me. I beg. So I think that's okay. There are some hands I'm seeing. Okay, Bright. I've been trying to unmute you. I can't unmute you. I don't know what is wrong with your maybe it's your phone. I've been trying to unmute you. I can't unmute you. Gerard, if you can unmute yourself, please do so. I think you have been unmuting yourself. I don't know. I can't unmute you too. Probably you want to ask question. So I think that will be all for today. Time has been, we've used almost 2 hours. So let me. I hope you guys understand everything I've said. So please let me see your hand though if you do. So what I'm going to do is recorded too. Like I said, this training is recorded. So please, I'll drop it on the group. Just watch it as many times as you can. If there's a place that you don't understand and you want to listen to the place, just fast forward it. You don't need to listen to everything from the beginning. If there's something you are trying to get in the video, just fast. That's how much I learn. I'll sit with it and I'll Gerard, please, if you want to ask your question, please go ahead.
Yes, please. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. First of all, thank you for the effort and what you're. There's a lot of golden information you're just passing out, and I thank you for it. For Forex, when you trade Forex, you are trading against the broker or there's somebody you are trading against. Let me put it that way. But with cryptos, I've always wondered, although I've never bothered to find out, when you see those bid and ask ticker on the left side of Binance just now, are those, would you say they are peer-to-peer offers on the market, or who are we trading against in that situation? Like I'm selling Bitcoin for Ethereum. Is it other sellers that I'm buying from, or
Yes.
from Binance itself?
No. It's from like on this open market. You know, I said this is an open market.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to Bitcoin market because Ethereum is very quiet, so we can see how prices are changing. What you're actually doing you're actually buying from sellers. These are human beings that are trying to sell. So they are quoting price. That's why sometimes when you register on some exchanges, you will notice that you place a buy or you place a sell, it will not get filled for so long. I don't know if you experience it. That means there's no liquidity on that exchange. That means
or maybe that particular coin doesn't have liquidity.
Even on Binance, there are some coins that you just notice that you place a buy or sell, you do not get filled for so long.
Yes.
So it's not as if you are trading against anybody. Now, what broker in brokerage, in any brokerage, forex brokerage, any brokerage, stock brokerage, what they always do, what they do is they provide a platform for buyers and sellers. It's also more like peer-to-peer kind of thing. You get. Now with forex, I always laugh when people say you are trading against somebody. You are not trading against anybody. Let me explain how the forex market works. You see, the forex platform, we have those they call the market makers.
Yeah.
The market makers are and there are a lot of them in the forex market, a lot. In fact, majority of brokers in the forex market are all market. Majority of them, 90% are market makers, or some people call them bucket shops. So what they do is they create a platform. They have a software, and then when you place a trade, your trade doesn't go into the market. I've forgotten the name they used to call this market. There's a market. Your money is supposed to go through the banks, through an interbank, and then get to the end where it will be executed. Okay, because you are using leverage. So the bank offers you money, like they borrowed you money to place that trade. Because ordinarily, you cannot trade that market with $100 or $1,000. You get. So they offer you a leverage to do that. So normally, when you place that trade, it's a bank that is supposed to execute that trade. So normally, what these bucket shops do is that they will not transfer your trade to the bank for execution. So your trade stays on their platform, in their office. So they are hoping that you lose. You get. So when you lose, you lose into their pocket. So, but then ideally, the forex market, the way it works is that when you place a trade, the broker takes commission. It's commission that they all take. When you place a trade, they take commission. When you close that trade, when you close that trade, they take commission. When you are making withdrawal, they take commission. So that's how they're supposed to be making their money. But they now notice that a lot of people lose money, and then they're also making gamble. There's a forex brokerage that opened in China. I've forgotten the name of the forex brokerage in 2000. That was like 3-4 years ago. And the Chinese, they are one of the best traders in the world when it comes to forex trading, especially the Asians, the Chinese, the Malaysians, just mention them. So this particular forex brokerage, they were in Africa too. I've forgotten their name. It's not FX Pro. I've forgotten their name. So they open a brokerage office in China, and instead of them to do the normal thing, to pass trades through normal, to execute trade through normal bank, they now establish a bucket shop. So you just see somebody who just fund his account with $1,000, and in a week he wants to withdraw $200,000. I'm not talking about one person. A lot of them, they were just making withdrawal. They were just making withdrawal. It was just like bet market now. This sports betting. Gerard, you've experienced it before now.
Yeah.
You run a business like that. Hey, you know how it is. Hey. So if you have more people winning, if you have more people winning, trying to withdraw, it's a big loss for the broker. It's a big loss. That trading company actually shut down worldwide because of that event in China. They shut down worldwide. I've forgotten their name. It used to be a very popular forex trading company. I've forgotten their name. A lot of people are just placing withdrawal. Somebody will credit his account with $10,000, and in a month he wants to withdraw $1 million. And because they don't have that liquidity from the bank, they don't have the bank backing. So they couldn't sustain that that liquidity.
The onslaught.
They couldn't. They're not bond them well, so they lost. So at the point they closed the shop and they ran away. So people now went there and they started carrying their computers. Some people took their cars because since you can't collect your money, since they have already closed shop, they broke their glass. It was a serious issue. They broke down everything. They started arresting their staffs and all that. So that's how it works. So coming to cryptocurrency, when it comes to an open market like this, when you're buying from people that are selling. Okay. So Gerard, I hope I answered your question.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
So that's just it about it, guys. If you have any other question, what I would say is you can drop it on the group. If I don't attend to you, somebody will answer you. I'm very sure some people that attended the class tonight. Let's call it a day because uploading this thing it's 2 hours, and you can discourage some people. So let me just call. We'll have a nice night, everybody. Good night. Good night, everybody.
18 million years ago.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night. Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, good night, guys. Yeah, bye.